Yeah, I think there are two things that really stands out for me for OpenClass. One is that it's a really good looking interface. Like the interface is attractive, is user friendly. Instruction is very clear. Like it has no like extra button here and there, like no fancy crazy settings. So I really like that. I basically just spent like half an hour trying to learn how to build a class, and I was able to do it. I doubt whether I can get as much out of Google Classroom because it seems a little bit intimidating for me at least. It obviously have a lot of extra features compared to D2L quizzes. Like I can link YouTube video to that. I can link PDF to assignments. It has beautiful statistic in the end. Student could take it multiple times. You can give respond to that. And like I did not use it in my class, but I was able to play around it because I think you can also give coding assignments online with OpenClass, right? I don't believe D2L could do that. I think Google Classroom has some modules to allow you to do that as well. I don't know how easy one over the others, but I would say that like my overall experience with OpenClass is great. I would love to try using that features in my coding class because I think it's just very difficult to do it because if you don't use a universal platform for the students, then you ended up spending a lot of time helping them to configure the coding environment on each machine, which is a nightmare basically. One thing I really like about it is that like each items, each questions can act kind of like attacking information to link it back to the readings or back to the videos that explaining that concept. So that comes in very handy for my class because I was teaching drugs and brain. A big part of my class materials is YouTube videos that I found online too. They are like 2 minute clips explaining a very difficult concept. And I was able to tag those videos from the item. So like the student can go directly from their response to the class materials if they don't understand it and to review it all there. So I find it very neat, and I think students doing pretty well. Because like the final has no problems for most of the students, which is surprising because drug and brain is a pretty difficult class and it has a lot of information. I think it really released the burdens of me to explaining why the student get it correct or get it wrong. And I I know ideally students that get it wrong, they will come to office hours, but we all know that's not the case, right? So I didn't get information directly from my students saying that that's helpful for them, but I can imagine that that is something really help them to learn rather than they to go like guess what's the correct answer for that. I would imagine it will be a lot more difficult and a lot more boring for the student to learn because, like, again, it's a very reading heavy and information heavy class that like they have to go through multiple chapters every week. They are like to some degree like boring Latin names of drugs and like brain area, this and that. So like I would say that the final result is surprisingly good. Like for student, the testing results surprisingly good because it's a challenging class not just for undergrad. It's a challenging class for grad student as well because it involves a lot of memorizations. I think the repetitive nature of the assignments and the explanation on the fly will help. It's hard for me to imagine the other way around. I basically use a few index from the end report. The one that heavily relies on this whether the student finish everything, because I think that is how I judge whether I should give them full credit. The other things I believe, I'm blinking on my memory, I was able to look at how long it takes the student to finish everything. So that is very useful. It really helped me to understand that whether this assignment is too difficult or too easy, and I can adjust from there. I can see where the students sort of give up. So like I can know that whether this assignment is too long, or is it like they usually stop at a particular question, that question is too difficult, and I can see that like the correct rate for each items. So I think other platform have that as well, but like the OpenClass just have it all together. Those are the things I heavily rely on. One very interesting thing I noticed is that not too many students notice that they leave D2L. So I think that speaks to how well the OpenClass is integrated to the D2L system. And that's great. Like based on my other TA experience, like tech issue is like 1/3 to half of the questions students have. And I got comments from students saying that the OpenClass looks beautiful and appealing to eyes. And I think that is the features that is underrated. Like I mean, like you study cognitive science, you know how important that is for anybody to use the product. And yeah, I think the overall comments I got from the students are on the class materials and how they are structured and the assignments. The two overall themes I got is that they think everything laid out very clear. So I would love to take credit for that because I designed the class, but like they also speak that like they think the assignments are very clear. The instruction is very clear. They know what to do. They know whether they finish it. Everything is very straightforward. So I think that I need to give credit to the OpenClass that how simple and straightforward the setup is.